How about a little desert camp and ride weekend?
This is pretty much the worst video ever made.
Napoleon, like anyone can even know that.
Hello my friends, and welcome to Tom's Take-Your-Hand Adventures. Well, we're out here in the Anza Borrego Desert, east of San Diego. And as you can see, I installed a rooftop tent on the back of my truck. And I brought the old 85 XR350 out here. I'm gonna stay one night, maybe two. I'm gonna try out the rooftop tent, try out the 350 in the desert. I haven't had it out here. I've only done like some close local trails to the house. You know, I've had this bike a while, but that's part of the deal when you have several bikes. You just don't get to ride them all. So I think I'm going to consider thinning out the herd a little bit, but it hurts. But you can only ride one at a time. So I'm going to get the bike unloaded, and I'm waiting on my campmate here to show up. I think he's out riding. I just got here. Find out where to put this truck and get this tent set up. You got the tent set up. This is I set it up in the driveway yesterday, so this is only the second time I've set this up, and I'll take you inside and show you. Up and in, and I don't have a sheet that fits. There's two sheets. It's kind of weird, but it kind of works. Get the screen out of the way. There we go. You can't stand up in it. You'd probably be, you know, on your knees, but mattress is in here, and you can set up these little awnings over the windows. I'm not 100% sure if I have it correct, but it seems like it's right. Hello!
I don't know what happened. I let the clutch out.
Well, it looks like they got some pretty good rain out here. There's a little bit of moisture under the dirt, not too much dust. I was getting a little bit too close to Paulie up there. But the old Honda does well at these speeds. The bike's not the limiting factor, it's definitely the rider. Somewhere down the road I want to do a cosmetic restoration on this bike, a quick little spray paint of the frame, new decals, clean up the plastics a little bit, but I don't want to go too far because I like this bike. I like riding it, and if I do it too fancy, I won't want to get it scratched and dirty. So this is my first time having it out in the desert. I've done some dual sport trails with it, closer to home, a little bit more hard pack stuff than this. Kickstart only, limited electric, so I don't have enough charging system to run like a USB. Actually, it's probably 12 volts AC, be willing to bet. I'm riding sweep, last in line here, so I'm trying to make sure my mirror is good in case someone faster comes up on us, but there's not many people out here. My fancy Honda speedometer says we're going about 20 to 25 miles per hour. Ooh, there we go. We touched 30. We're going fast now. So in our group today we have a Beta something up front. I don't know what that is. And then a KTM 690, a DRZ 400. And the Honda. So 4 different makes. But this is kind of a organized, unorganized weekend. I say organized, unorganized because it was put together on ADV Rider website. But there's no entry fee, just show up, ride, have a good time. Paulie, what's up?
Oh, just my clutch control.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Paulie stalled his bike out, and then his battery was pretty low. He tried to start it a couple times, and then the battery wouldn't turn it over. But we were able to push start it down the hill. and I told him just keep going. So we had to try twice to get it to push start, but he took off. I walked back, got my bike started, one kick, baby, and I'm gonna chase him down, make sure he makes it back to the highway. But things happen. He'd been having some trouble with that bike, carburetor issues, so I don't know, maybe he ran his battery down, we'll see. But I think if we get him on the highway and he can just run up and down the highway, charge the battery up, we'll see. And then once we get back to camp, I will put the I'll put the multimeter on, make sure that he's charging, because there is a fatal flaw in those DRZs with the flywheel. Bolts will come out on the flywheel, or they'll get loose. We'll break the head of the bolt off, and then it rolls around in there and it chews up the stator. And the other two guys turn around, went the other way. I'm fine with chasing him down. I got to camp later than I wanted to. By the time I got everything set up, you could probably see the sun. It's getting close to going over the top of the mountains here. Hopefully you can see that. But it is a beautiful day out here. Probably 60-ish degrees. Almost hero dirt, as they call it. This bike's pretty good for this. If I was a better rider, we'd be hauling here. But no reason to haul when you're running by yourself. Go off the edge and into some of these cholla cactuses. Boy, those things will stick everywhere. I've seen some pretty good crashes into those things. They'll get all over your gear. Well, we got the motorcycle back to camp, and talking with Mr. Pauly here. He did a valve clearance check, and when he put the cam chain tensioner on, he did not reset it, so he put it in full tight, and there was enough pressure on the cam chain that it was causing this thing to not run correctly. Fortunately, he hadn't ridden it a whole lot. We reset it, and seems like it's running good. We're gonna go out here in a little bit and see how she works. Today's trail is Grapevine Canyon here, which we're taking up to Culp Valley, which will then take us to Montezuma Grade Road and drop us into Borrego Springs. I haven't been on this trail in a while, but it's usually kind of like this, a S-turn, flowy, sandy at points, rocky at others, more sandy, I guess. This stays kind of level for a while, and then I think when we get to the intersection, it starts going uphill. Well, we'll see how she goes, but enjoy the ride, enjoy the day. It's really nice out today. I really like the friendliness of this old Honda 4-stroke out here. You don't have to flog it. Just kind of stay in the low to mid-range, and it does really well. And I think this thing has a close ratio transmission, so get moving. I'm in about third or fourth most of the time here, going, I don't know, between 20 and 30 miles an hour. We're not hauling the mail. We're just out here having a good time. Watch out for trees. One thing that's really nice about riding in Anza Borrego State Park is that it's street legal vehicles only. So say what you will about side-by-sides and quads and off-road only vehicles, but it seems like they tear things up a little bit more. See, we're not have a whole bunch of whoops here, so it's really nice. And then also there's no cross-country travel here, so you just stay on the trails. I've gotten kind of lazy riding my KTM 690 with the Recluse clutch. I still usually use the clutch to shift and to start and all that, even though I don't have to. But it definitely will save you sometimes if you go flying into a corner too fast and you lock up your back brake. So I'm trying to make sure I have very good clutch control. I don't want to stall this bike out, because then you got to kickstart it, you know? It has been starting good, but I haven't had an opportunity to lay it over when it's hot and then try to start it. We'll try to keep it that way. We got some uphill. Climbing it in third gear. Not really on the gas too hard. Ooh, there was a big rut. Big hole. The trail's really nice here. Seems like maybe they even graded it, but that's okay. Not everything has to be challenging. Sometimes just nice to be out enjoying a beautiful day, which it very much is. A very beautiful day on two wheels with your friends, enjoying the wonders of the world. Got some rain ruts. It's been the choppiest section of the trail so far. Yeah, look at those rain ruts. Hopefully I'm picking them up. Bicycles. There ain't no engines on those. And there you go, there's the last 100 yards. We turn right onto Montezuma grade, drop into Borrego Springs on the highway. I don't know if the GoPro is going to pick it up over here, but you can see there's like some yellow, looks like tennis balls almost over there. Those are called coyote melons. I'd never seen them before, but they're very prolific this year. Here's a closer look at these coyote melons, as they call them. I've heard that they are not suitable for humans to eat. A whole bunch of them over here. Maybe I've never just paid attention, but they're everywhere out here. This is a beautiful chunk of road here. First time I ever rode this when I got to San Diego several years ago. The guy I was with called it the glass elevator, because you ride down and enjoy the beautiful views. And I don't know how well it'll capture it on the GoPro, but it is very nice. And the road's always in good shape, so that's a plus. We had a little bit of lunch in Borrego Springs. Now we're heading out to Coyote Canyon. And I don't know how well you'll be able to see this here, but we got a bunch of metal sculptures out in the desert. There's a bunch of neat stuff out here all around Borrego Springs. There's a camel. Some kind of dinosaur looking thing. One of the coolest ones is up here on the left-hand side. Well, actually, it's on the left and the right. It's like a big sea serpent looking thing, but it looks like it goes under the highway, the way they built it. Right in front of me is the tail, and then all the way across over there is the head of it. Pretty neat. All right, we're out here in Coyote Canyon. This is a little bit north of the city of Borrego Springs. There's a couple of water crossings on this if there's water, and we did have some rain a while back, not too long, but it's feeling kind of dry, and I think we just went through the first of the water crossings a little bit ago, and it was just a little bit of mud, so I guess we'll see. There's a little bit of mud there. We'll see if there's a water crossing. There's a little bit of water. Well, that's good to see. Now my bike got a wash too. There's a lot of loose sand before that water. The Hazard County Car Wash. Well, the gate was closed for the big water crossing, so I guess we're going to try go back through here, see how she goes. Look at the mud. Well, we got done with the Coyote Canyon, stopped here to reassess our situation, and I think we're just going to go back the same way we came out here because there's just not enough light in the day to make anything else happen, and I don't have a very good headlight. So we go back the same way, get back to camp, maybe we can ride a little local there, we'll see. Well, I didn't have the GoPro on for the only crash of the day. Tipped over the DRZ. He's okay. And we're almost back. End of the day, we got the campfire going. And I have got the tent taken down here. Everything pretty much packed up. Bike's over here. And probably gonna call it a day, head home tonight. I was thinking about staying the night, but it was pretty cold last night, so I think I'm gonna go home and sleep in a warm bed. Your Honda did great, and I'm in love with it even more at this point. So it's getting really dark. Let's end the video. All right, if you're liking my content, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider doing so. Thank you very much for watching. Get out there and find your adventure. Adios.